What's up, guys? We're back again for day 3 of the E-mini S&P 500 Index Futures Review. Yesterday, I did a review, and I kind of went bar by bar. I'm going to give that another shot. I have it up right here, but I haven't really studied it. I haven't really looked over it. We're going to try that and try to pretend that we're in real time right now. So as I always like to do, I like to see what happened yesterday. At the end of yesterday, we had a very long trend down right here. That happened from about 1 p.m. all the way into the close where it bounced back a little bit. So we're looking at that. We're drifting up over into the close. And overnight here, we kind of went sideways a little bit. We had a higher high and then it came back down to 21 EMA. And then it actually broke below it and it came up and touched it under it. So let's see what it does here. The first sign you want to think of is first, it did come back down. It came up to 21 EMA, as I said. But you also want to look at this right here. This is kind of a very flag pattern. We had this big downtrend, and then we kind of flagged and kind of grinded up a little bit. It could be that we're going to fall out of here. And there we go. We did fall out, at least for the short time. So if you were aggressive, you could play that knowing, as I just discussed, we have a downtrend and then it kind of flags out and grinds up a little bit. But let's go ahead and see what it does here. Okay, so since we're below the 21 EMA, we broke down from that pattern. We're looking for a return to the 21 EMA and then a pull back short. Okay, so we're at the 21 EMA. That's our bar right there. So anything below this, we want to go short. 1985.25, so we want to look to go short at 1985 even. And a good thing here is that it has to go past 1984.25 to possibly get some real momentum. So 1985, we want to go short. Let's see what happens. And we definitely went short there. So we'd be in at 1985. And 1984 we just hit. So if you don't know my strategy, I try to go for 1 point per trade unless the market's really, really moving. And that's a judgment call. For the sake of these videos, I will be looking at it as 1 point. Because my theory is that I want to increase my contracts over time, how many I'm trading, and only get 1 point. So if I start at one contract, that's fine. You build up, build up, build up, build up. Eventually, you're only getting 1 point still, but you're trading more contracts, so you're making more money. So let's see if it continues or what it does here. And there we go. It had one positive candle, and then it broke down again. Okay, now we have some sideways action here. Have some funny doji candles going on here. And it's very much sideways. It's not trending up or down or sliding up or down. So let's see what it's doing. And we get a really strong candle up in this 21 EMA. Okay, and now we're kind of just drifting up above the 21 EMA. And now we came back to the EMA. Now, it's breaking back down, but I'm not taking this one because of this action right here. A lot of sideways, indecisiveness, and then this huge long candle with no follow through. You could take that as a sign that it's a weak move up, but I'm going to wait and see what happens. And there you go. It came back down. I can't see here. It pretty much did a double bottom. We bottomed out here with this sideways action. We came down here and we had this solid red candle here. And then, as I've discussed the last 2 days, actually, we've been having a lot of these, it automatically reverses with an equal or greater candle. So this one came down. I don't believe there's any wick. I can't see there because of that until I move. But it had a very distinct bottom, and then the white candle also had a very distinct bottom, and it shot up and engulfed this entire thing. So that is a very strong sign to the positive in the short term here. So let's see what happens. We're back at the 21 EMA. We're kind of playing around it. And we actually broke down. Look at that. But once again, we're getting these huge, huge, huge white candles here. Let's see this one. 83.75, 81.75. So that's a 2-point move within that one candle right there. And probably about the same over here, I'm imagining. 85.75, 93 even. So yeah, about the same. These are big moves after moves down. So let's see what's happening here. These candles right here, by the way, they make me think that there's something going on. That somebody wants this to go higher. So I am not trading, even though we're already in the 21 EMA. And look at that. It came up, it stayed above the 21 EMA, and now we're getting these long, indecisive candles. This does not want to go back down. And look at that. It's trying. It's really trying to go down. But it keeps getting pushed back up. Look at that. And we finally have some movement here. As you can see here, it kind of came up and fell back down, came up, fell back down, came up, fell back down. A lot of congestion on the top of these highs right here. Finally, we get a nice move, and we might get some more congestion, but I look for it actually to pull right back, which it looks like it's going to. And it kind of did right there, but we're still very much congested. So let's keep watching. Here we go. Now we're back at the 21 EMA. We got a signal bar here. Okay, so this is kind of funny because it shot up so quickly, but anything above 90.25, so 90.50, we want to go hot, or we want to go long. And we're in. We said 1990.50 and 91.50 right there. So we are out for our point right there. So that's 2 successful trades. And it did continue up to 1992. Let's see what it's going to do here. There we go. We're back. And then we got another big candle. That's really the theme of today if you keep watching this. I mean, we came down, shot up. We came down, we shot up. We came down, we shot up. We came down, and we shot up with these big candles. And this is just another continuation of that. So look at it, interpret it, and assume that it will continue in the same fashion until you're proven wrong. So let's see here. This is our signal bar. Anything above 1991.50, so 1991.75, we're going to go ahead and jump in. And we're in. It took us up to 1992. Now at this point, the only thing you need to worry about is, look at this. 1992 it shot up to, and that was the high here. So it's really a matter of, if it fails here, you might want to be more cautious and think about exiting, but we're in at 1991.75. Let's see what happens. And look at that. Follow through once again, and we are more than out for our points. You could hold this and get some more, and look at that. Look at that. And see, this is one of those moves, and right here even, where I might hold just because these candles are so big and they're repetitive. You know, they follow one after another. There's no stalling right here at all. So that's 3 successful trades on the day. And look at that. I just want to point this out. I drew this line over here to show kind of that flagging pattern I was talking about. Now look at this. We're at noon, 12:12 p.m. right here. We're almost at this right here. So let's see if it's going to touch it or if it's going to play off of it. It's getting kind of steep here, so it might not. But even the fact that it came back up to this area is something to watch out for. I mean, they do play these levels time and time and time again. And we're pulling back to the 21 EMA. And right here, I'm going to be watching it. It did not touch it, but this doji right here is perfectly placed. Hold up, guys. Alright, guys. Sorry about that. My chart went kind of crazy on me, and I didn't have the style saved. So I set it back up here. And I was just talking about this doji candle. It came up to this trend line that I had drawn in. and it pulled back, and it did not touch the 21 EMA, but this doji is perfectly placed. So you're still going to be cautious. You're still going to see wait and see. So let's see what happens here. We did get a candle that broke above it, which would be a signal bar. But look at that. It did not give us an entry, and now it had this powerful red down candle. So at this point, we saw this doji. Now we want to ask ourselves, is this going back to the 21 EMA? Is this making the final pullback so it touches it? Or are we starting to change direction once again? And we're kind of going sideways, and now we're starting to move back up. Okay. When it goes sideways on the 21 EMA like this, it's not the best trade to take. We want to see it come back and pull away. So I would not be trading here. I would want to wait and see. And as you can see, look at it. It started to look like it was going to be an entry. A lot of people would take an entry off of this right here, and they would have been taken into the trade as well, per my strategy. But like I said, when it's sideways on the 21 EMA, wait and see, and look, you get this candle right here. And now it's back below a little bit. So let's see here, and we're getting to 1:17 p.m., so we're getting close to the end of the day. We're just waiting to see, and look at that. It did break down below these recent bars here that are going sideways. See what happens. And it pulled back up. And we're still just going sideways. And this came back up to the high of these recent bars. And we did break out above the recent bars. So at this point, it looks like we're starting to take off again. So at this point, we're going to look for it to pull back again to the 21 EMA and see if it gets some support and can move higher. So there we go. We pulled out, and now we're pulling back to the 21 EMA. We're at it. We got this nice little doji here. The only thing to note here is that it's 2:45 p.m. I would probably not take a trade here just because it's a close, near the close, end of the day. If we were going to take it, that's our signal bar right there. So anything above 1995.50 we would take long. But as I said, I would not take this. I would not take this because of the end of the day. And there we go. It's the end of the day. It finished sideways. So that was 3 successful trades on the day per the strategy. I laid them out for us. And that's how we do it. So that would have been a successful day. I tried to go bar by bar. I try not to study the chart beforehand. I want it to be kind of live if I were sitting here during the day to show you what I'm looking at and how you would trade it. So I hope that's informational. If not, it's at least informational for myself. I like to come back and watch these and see what I was thinking, anything I noticed, anything I found while I was analyzing it, and it really helps me stay disciplined in my trading. So that's it.